before we hear our magic, wonderful announcer to kick us off. So, got a couple more minutes to get a quick check-in if anybody would like to.
This is Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor K6KJV, Kevin in Valley Springs, California, with an early check-in.
Red Kev, we have you in the log, sir. Thanks for checking in. Good to hear from you.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
Someone on the blue window just asked if this was West Coast Mark. No, I have been tentatively given the nickname of Super Southern Mark. I'm in the Houston, Texas area, so if that helps anything, I have a very confusing call sign. I know it says Pennsylvania, but I am in Texas.
Yeah, this is K8LYJ. That was me. I just looked on the grid and I saw Pasadena, and the first thought was Pasadena, California. It didn't dawn on me that there's also a Pasadena, Texas. Sorry about that.
Oh, nothing to apologize for. Most folks have no earthly idea where Pasadena, Texas is, so I just usually say the Houston, Texas area, because we're right up next to Houston. K3MBC. Got about another minute before our wonderful announcer kicks us off. We've got about another minute before we have to go to that. So anybody else want to check in for another minute? Drop us a note on the AIM window or give me a call real quick.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
And exactly right on time, there she is. QST. Welcome to the BeaconNet pre-show. The BeaconNet is sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association here on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, 147.390 with a positive offset. PL tone of 114.8. We light up the nighttime airwaves every Sunday and Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Houston, Texas time. This is the pre-show, and I'm here to take some early check-ins and ins and out before I hand it off to Nick at night to deal with the certain mess I'm about to make. As a reminder, this is a controlled net, and we ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your pre-net net control operator tonight is me, Kilo 3 Mike Bravo Charlie, K3MBC, also occasionally known as Super Southern Mark. We're going to start off tonight and do the quick Mickey Mouse roll call, and then we'll read a few of the early check-ins off to find out if you're sticking around tonight or staying with us. So let me read off just the list of who all we have on the list. As an early attender, probably for one of the first times, KD8EPC Dustin. Next is KF8G Brian, KE8ZRY Jeremy, who's an in and out, W3ETB Eddie, K5CFY Ray, KA8LJY Bob, KF8GHA Andrew, K4OG Mark, KE8QFT Fred, K7VAN is a mobile, KF8GGM Matt, K6KJV Kevin, and KI5TAQ Taco Tim. Let's go ahead and take care of Brian since he's a mobile. Let me clear this for a moment. K7VAN Brian, you are listed as mobile. Are you sticking around tonight, or do you just want your ticket punched as an early attender? K7VAN, are you at the control point? Well, all righty. Let's go ahead and go to the top of the list, do our Mickey Mouse roll call, and we'll run through the other folks that we have on the list. K8QKO, Nick at Night. Are you present, and are you ready to man the net tonight, sir?
K3NBC, K8QKO. Hello, Mark. Hello, everybody on that. Yes, sir, I'm sitting here in a somewhat cleaned up and reorganized office shack, but made a bunch of progress today, cleaning it up and just kind of getting it better organized. And you're ready for the net to start up. So with that, I'll pass it back to you. K8QKO.
W8WKY.
Thank you, sir. K8QKO. This is K3NBC. KE8VZA. Eric, are you with us tonight, sir?
K3NBC. This is KE8VZA here. Yep, I am here, Mark. You're sounding good, and we're keeping the log going here, so I'll send it back to you. This is KE8VZA.
This is K3NBC. I ran the log last Sunday night and about made a nervous wreck out of myself. But now that I've done it once, I think I will only be 3/4 as nervous the next time I run the log. Anyway, thanks for sticking around tonight. Next up, KJ5MCV Ryan with our main trivia tonight. Are you sticking around tonight? I certainly hope so.
You bet. Super Southern. Mark, this is Ryan, KJ5MCV. I'll be here for sure.
KJ5MCV, this is K3NBC. We'll be clear with you. Coming up next is KI5DAY Alan with the all trivia for tonight. Are you sticking around tonight, sir?
KI5DAY in the net. Yeah, I was going to go to a Chinese yawning festival, but I changed my mind, so I'm here and ready to go. KI5DAY.
Excellent news. And now, early on the list tonight, it's kind of a strange thing to happen. KD8EPC Dustin, your node was sounding excellent earlier tonight. Are you sticking around for the big show?
K3NBC and the net, KD8EPC. I'm sticking around and making some changes to the nodes, so you'll have to let me know if I need to go up or down or what needs to happen. So KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
And KD8EPC, you are sounding just fine. Your level is about as consistent as everybody else on the list, so I haven't had to move the volume control once tonight. Thank you, sir. We're clear with KD8EPC. Coming up next is KF8G Brian. Are you sticking around for the big show, or you just need your ticket punched tonight?
Oh, I'm sticking around, just sitting here watching a replay of the Formula One race and watching the two Mercedes going at it hammer and tong. So, call me twice if I don't answer. KFAG.
Copy that, KF8G, Brian. I won't spoil the race for you, but it was a good one. So we're clear with you. And let's see, K8ZRY is listed as an in and out. Next up is K3ETB Eddie. Are you sticking around tonight, or are you going to be just getting your ticket punched?
Hi there, Mark. Yeah, I'll be sticking around tonight. Actually, I almost fell asleep before the net started, so I'm hoping to stay awake until at least they get around to me when the net starts. So, anyway, catch you later. W3ETB, back to net.
W3ETB, this is K3NBC. Yes, I have been accused of that several times, especially where it's like the last thing I hear is, NBC, are you with us tonight for a second time? Yes, and I startle myself awake. Anyway, we're clear with you, Ray. Next up, KA8LYJ, Bob. Are you sticking around tonight, or are you just waiting to get your ticket punched?
K3NBC, KA8LYJ. I really ought to just get my ticket punched and get to bed, because I got to get up at the butt crack of dawn to go do flags with the Legion tomorrow. But I'm going to be an idiot and hang around anyway. KA8LYJ.
Thank you, sir. Moving right along to KF8GHA, Andrew. Are you with us tonight, or are you just getting your ticket punched?
K3NBC, this is KF8GHA. I'm going to hang around, probably fall asleep somewhere between 10:30 and 11, but I'm going to do my best to listen to the trivia and to the unique voices that come across the net. KF8GHA, back to net control.
Thank you very much, sir. We are clear with KF8GHA. K4OG, this is K3NBC. Mark, are you sticking around tonight?
K3, Mike Bravo Charlie. Yes, sir, Mark, I will be sticking around. I got a special invite from my president, so we might even peek into the blue screen and see what's going on. K4OG, back to K3, Mike Bravo Charlie.
All righty, that's good to hear. Hopefully my voice will be melodious and smoothing and soothing tonight. Thank you, sir. We are clear with K4OG. K8QFT, this is K3NBC. Are you sticking around tonight? K8QFT, Fred, are you there? This is K3NBC.
K8QFT, yeah, I'm here. I'll be here if you can hear me.
You are sounding loud and clear, sir. All righty, we are clear with K8QFT. We'll try K7VAN one more time. Are you with us, Brian? All righty, let's move along. KF8GGM, Matt. Are you joining us tonight for the big show, or are you just needing your ticket punched and want to head to bed early?
KF8GGM? No, sir. I'm going to be here for the duration. Planning on seeing what kind of fun is going to be going on tonight.
Thank you, sir. We have had some pretty interesting and good trivia lately. I like trivia questions that are hard to look up on Google, so it discourages cheating. So anyway, thank you, sir, so much. KFA GGM, we are clear with you. K6KGV. RevCab, are you sticking around tonight, or are you just needing your ticket punched?
This is K6KJV, and I'm going to be hanging out listening, but I'll probably be nodding off, so just go ahead and mark me as in and out with double D's, Delta and Delta. Back to you. God bless 73 and Maranatha. From K6KJV.
This is K3MBC. Thank you very much, sir. Got you down for double D's, and we'll be clear with you as an in and out. So next will be KI5TAQ. Taco Tim, are you joining us tonight, or are you just wanting your ticket punched for an early checkout?
This is KI5TAQ. I'm going to sit here and listen to you all and, well, be ready for the questions. I'll let you get on down the list. This is KI5TAQ.
Thank you so much, sir. This is K3MBC, clear with KI5TAQ. Next up is W8HRF. Josh, are you sticking around with us tonight?
Kilo 3, Mike Bravo Charlie, Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot. How's it going, Mark? Good to hear you. Hope you're having fun doing the pre-show. I'll be around a little bit, but I'm going to kind of probably fade out a little after 10 o'clock. Going to go help my buddy tomorrow start the process of building his pole barn. So that's what our Memorial Day Monday will be looking like. So looking forward to that. I did want to mention, I forgot to calculate the number of sleeps before field day, but it's only about 30 or so. We got a handful. But we're going to have sign-ups coming up eventually here, pretty short order. It's like the next thing on my list. But specifically, we are looking for people who are interested in CW operations because those contacts are worth double the points of sideband contacts. And I am not able to do CW. So if there are any CW operators out there who are members of the Sarah Club, I know there's a couple of them. Reached out to a couple of them, and looking forward to seeing them at field day. But just throwing it out there, I am sitting here practicing, trying to learn, but I'm definitely not going to be ready for prime time during field day. So anyways, sorry for rambling, but I just wanted to throw that out there and remind everybody we got about a month until field day. So looking forward to that. So I'll throw it back to you, Mark. K3MBC. Catch you later. W8HRF.
This is K3MBC. We are clear with W8HRF. Thanks, Josh. Let me jump up on the list real quick. I have been reminded that I have missed someone on our early check-ins. Let's jump up real quick to K5CFY Ray. Are you sticking with us? And I do apologize for missing you there.
K5CFY. Good evening, Mark. Not a problem at all. I've been there and done that. So anyway, I'll be hanging around. Back to you there. Great job, K5CFY.
Thank you, sir. We are clear with K5CFY. Let's jump back down to the rest of the list. K8YUK Lucy. How are you doing tonight? Are you sticking around with us, or are you going to jump out a little early just to get your ticket punched?
Good evening. Is it Mark? It's weird having different people being the pre-show leader. So thanks for stepping up to the plate. You're doing a great job. Better than I am, clearly. Sorry for the commotion was talking, I tend to think that I'm very funny. And shaking his head. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to have my ticket punched tonight. I am pretty weary. Hopefully the kids sleep in or sleep at all. They did better last night, but it's still mounting the exhaustion. So, yeah, I'm just going to say hi, everybody. We got to play in the rain a little bit today, and got to see my parents. And in general, pretty calm, laid-back day. Very grateful for it, and not looking forward to picking up the chores the rest of this week. But yeah, that's my 2.5 cents, and we wish everybody a great nut. Enjoy, and we'll catch you on Wednesday. KE8YUK to K3MBC 73 and compass.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm so fortunate that I am an empty nester now. I do remember when the psychotic events began from lack of sleep with little children in the house. So anyway, I do feel for you. We are clear with K8YUK, going down to KC8FQV. Mark, are you going to be sticking around tonight, or are you going to check out early?
All right, KSFK. No, I plan to stick around unless the mine decides to want to check me out early. But I should be around for the net tonight, the entire net. I'm going to go and try to figure out how to add an app to the phone or to the watch. Yeah, convolution thing. You have to add a couple of different things. Make it through some hoops and that to get it to read the Dexcom into the watch. So we'll be working on that, maybe. But we're going to try to stick around until KSFKV.
Thank you, sir. This is KC3MBC. We are clear with KC8FQV. Mark, we're getting a lot of interference in the background with you, so you might want to check that you're either not having any QRM going along or you've got some extra noise going on in the background. Just an FYI to you. All righty, we are clear with KC8FQV. This is K3MBC, KD8SLG, El Presidente. Are you sticking around tonight, or are you just going to get your ticket punched?
K3MBC, KD8SLG. It's got me the mouthful of food. I'll be back. I'm here. Thanks, man. Fine business. Sounds good. Field day t-shirts are on sale. Get them. I'm going to swallow now. I'll be back. KD8SLG. Back to net control.
Thank you, sir. We got you down as sticking around. All right, folks, we are at the end of our list. Do we have any additional check-ins? We got to fill about 9 more minutes, maybe 11 more minutes before we hit the top of the hour, and we have to turn it over to Nick at Nite. Anybody else like to check in before the big net starts?
WSIJB, Assoc W8
Akron. And by the way, Mark, the station you were calling for, Brian, you kept calling K7VAN. I think you might mean N7VAN. He checks in on the barometer net very frequently in the mornings, and I think that might be the Brian you're talking about. Just thought I'd let you know. Have a great net. Please mark me in and out. Everybody take care. 7-3. Have a great Memorial Day. K3MBC W8KOC.
W8KOC, we've got you on the log. Let me jump up real quick in case I was saying KN. I meant to say N7VAN. Brian, we're going to try you one more time. Are you with us tonight? Alrighty. We are in and out on that. I had mobile on the list, and I kept thinking he was really mobile, but I guess he was in and out. I didn't hear that part when he was checking in, so I apologize. Alrighty, AF5JB, we have you on the list. We'll be coming back in just a moment to pick everybody else up. Is there anybody else that would like to check in before we get started tonight?
November Tango 8 Delta NT 8D. I won't be around for trivia. I'll just be around for another 10 or 15 minutes. NT8D back to net.
Foxtrot 8, Golf Hotel Papa, KF8, GHD, in and out tonight, Ryan Stanton.
Alrighty, let's run through just a few more call signs here, as long as we've got everybody paying attention. AF5JB Matt is listed as a mobile. I don't know, are you sticking around with us tonight, or are you just an in and out? Want to get your ticket punched?
I'd get my ticket punched tonight. Want to come in and say hi to everyone, and you good evening to you, sir, and everybody else out there on the net. And had a good weekend. It's been small currently. It's the city 7 degrees, and it's mostly cloudy here in Tulsa. Of course, it is putting off a little bit, it looks like, but had a good weekend. Went had a route to do Saturday morning. Got that taken care of. Went home and ate and showered and all cleaned up and everything, and went to did laundry. I got that done and went to Dead Busters and played some Pac-Man Battle Royale, and then that was there, and I went to the main event and ate a real good chicken sandwich and fries, and went home and watched TV a little bit, had me a beer and went to bed. And my Saturday night, and of course today, took it easy most of the day. Played some more arcades at home. Played Black Tiger, some Turbo, Outrun, Bingo, Miss Pac-Man, so it's had a lot of fun, and other than that, don't have too much of anything else. Just gotta get around for tomorrow. Fixing to start another work week, so I want to stop by and say hi to you and Juan, and have a good day week and a good evening as well. Send these 3 thanks for having me on, and until next time, this is AF5J.
Matt, thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. Glad you had a good day today. AF5JB, we are clear with you. This is K3NBC. Got 3 in and outs here. WA8KOC, Fred is in and out. NT8D is Dave, in and out, and KF8GHP. Still got a lot of empty lines available on the net log. If anybody would like to check in early, please do now. We've got just about 3-4 more minutes before the top of the hour, and we've got to hand it over to Nick at Nite. Anybody else want to check in? Please do now. This is K3MBC for the BeaconNet.
KD80PC with a recheck.
Go ahead, KD80PC.
All right there, Mark. Well, I want to once again welcome you to the BeaconNet crew, and thank you for doing a fantastic pre-show tonight. We don't like awkward pauses there, so I just wanted to come in and say a couple of words to you, tell you you're doing a good job, and you got a nice list going there, too, so fantastic, and glad you're doing it. So, man, hopefully we get a couple more, and we bite up a couple more minutes of time, but if not, we can sit here and chat, too. I'm okay with that. Back to you.
Well, thank you, Dustin. I was looking back on the list, and I did realize that I did not acknowledge myself and check myself in. So since I am the new guy, I'm K3MBC, Mark, based in Pasadena, Texas, which is right outside of Houston. And I will be around for the rest of the net tonight. I am been about a 1-year-long ham radio operator, and just now starting to branch out to do some more stuff other than just talking occasionally on a net and checking in. So got a couple of more minutes. Anybody like to check in? I will say that if you've ever taken the time to check out Sarah and the good folks who are behind the BeaconNet, this has been one of the best fun things I have done, not just in radio, but with everything. This is a great group to be working with, and I'm really proud and happy. So anybody else want to check in before we give it a good toss to Nick at Nite to get us started? Alrighty, before we get started, I'd like to remind everyone that once the net begins, this is a linked system, so please key up for a few seconds before you check in with your traffic and your trivia answers, and hang on for a second after. We want to hear everything you say, and it's always awkward to start a conversation when you're keying in with 5 words into your thing to say. So, Nick, if you don't mind taking it about 30 seconds early. I want to thank everybody who checked in during my half hour. It's time for KE8QKO to light up the nighttime airways here on the BeaconNet. KE8QKO, this is K3MBC. Take it away, Nick at Nite.
KE8QKO. All right, thank you, sir, and fine business on the pre-show. Good evening and welcome to the BeaconNet. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Kilo Oscar, and I will be net control for the evening. The BeaconNet meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL total of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and EchoLink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Fireside Network, and various other repeaters. And we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Any stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Net Control, please check in Kilo November 4 Echo Whiskey Tango. Thomas in Tennessee. No traffic and hello from the Netoholics Network.
All right, I've got Kilo November 4 Echo Whiskey Tango checking in and out. Is there anyone else who would like to check into the Beacon Net? Please call now. All right, nothing there. It sounds like Mark did a pretty good job on the pre-show. Thank you, Mark. And I got everybody checked in. So let's go back up and talk to our trivia masters. We're going to start with KJ5 MCV, Ryan. How you doing, Ryan? Take it away with your trivia.
All right, fans. Appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. This is Ryan, KJ5 MCV with main trivia coming hot off of the press. Here we go. What does the term splatter mean on the air in the ham radio world? Alpha. When an operator spills goulash on his microphone during a contest. Bravo. The green slime that leaks out of a transceiver after too many radio checks from the GMRS operators. Charlie. The official sound of a CB operator who has recently discovered the echo button. Or Delta. Excessive signal or bandwidth interference from overdriven audio or RF. I'll give that one to you again, boys and girls. What does the term splatter mean on the air in the ham radio world? Alpha. When an operator spills goulash on the microphone during a contest. Bravo. The green slime that leaks out of a transceiver after too many radio checks from a GMRS operator. Charlie. The official sound of a CB operator who's recently discovered the echo button. Delta. Excessive signal bandwidth interference from an overdriven audio or RF. I'll post these questions and answers in the blue screen. Thanks again, guys. KJ5MCV back to net control.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Those are some fun question answers there. I got my guests written down. Let's see how it works out for me later. Appreciate you doing the trivia. Next, we're going to go down to KI5DAY. Alan, you get the alternate trivia. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY in the net. La Bamba. Man, yeah, I've got some alternate trivia. It has nothing to do with La Bamba. I don't have a very good grip on my PTT. Let me drop this. I'll be ready. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this giant radio in my hand. It's a Baofeng DM32UV. It's huge. But tonight's alternate trivia is as follows. In 2025, a 14-year-old boy was arrested a third time after committing which one of these crimes? Was it A, he stole a bus on 3 different occasions for joyrides, traveling over 100 miles and even crossing the border into Switzerland? B, on 3 occasions, he was able to break into the police evidence warehouse where he stole several laptop computers. C, the young man used a lab coat taken from his school science lab and managed to access drugs in a hospital cabinet, getting caught the third time from video recognition. Or D, stealing Cornwaldo Shine liquor from old man Gunther Cornwaldo being stashed, as Gunther was often passed out and didn't notice. KI5DAY, I will post it in the blue screen.
All right, right, thank you, Alan. I'm not sure. I'm going to read those again in the blue screen, but we'll see. I'll put my answer down here in a minute. Thank you for the alternate trivia. Okay, let's start talking to people. We're going to run through our list real quick here. We're going to go to KD8EPC first. Dustin, and see what he's got for the net. Dustin, take it away.
K8QKO and the Beacon Net. Well, good evening, Nick. I don't think I'm ever first on the net, so this is kind of weird to me. Let me start out with the trivias before I forget. I'm going to go with double D's for my trivia answers this evening. Let's see, what's going on? I worked today, and then went to a barbecue for a little while, came home and set up my new Allstar Node, so it's good to go, and I'm on it right now. Otherwise, getting ready for tomorrow. I'm going to meet Uncle Fred for the parade at our secret location that we met for years and years, so we'll do that, and then I think tomorrow afternoon I'm going to go meet a friend for lunch, so there you go. That's all I've got for you, Nick. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for everything you do, and we'll catch you down the log. This is KD8EPC. Back to net control 73, my friend.
All right, thank you, Dustin. Got your answer down there for double D's, and have fun at your secret parade location tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be amazingly pristine and hidden. All right, next we'll talk to KFAG, Brian. How you doing, Brian? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, I got my usual answer of 42, and Eric, still watching the Formula One and just saw the corner worker bail through the hole in the fence. That was epic. I was a corner worker for a good number of years. Still haven't set up my own flags. Oh, not so much. I wish this rain would quit. Good gravy. Oh, it just doesn't stop. We were racing a BMW at Mid-Ohio, and it started raining, the windshield fogged up, and we retired the car because it's just not worth blowing the car up in a series we don't race in. It's just kind of a test weekend for us. So more work to do. We got to work on a defroster. It's one of the things I tell people when they build a new race car. Don't take out the defroster system. We actually building the Miata. We put a brand new heater core in it, and we're enabling everything. So there you go. At least I talked my driver into doing the right thing. But be a decent week for car shows. Looks like things are settling down a little bit. And Wink's Restaurant, if you live around Barberton, is opening the 30th. Just in time for a Saturday cruise in. And from what I hear, a friend of mine got a preview of the food, and he said the hamburgers are outstanding, which will be a nice change from what they were. They were not very good before. But they did have a killer bowl of chili. I did like their chili. Other than that, not a heck of a lot going on. IndyCar race was epic today, too. Really, I enjoyed every minute of that. It was a great race all around. Usually I get bored in the middle, but no, not this day. So with that, I guess I'll turn it back to Net Control. Have a great week, and enjoy your holiday Monday. KFAG.
All right, thank you, Brian. Yeah, it was a rainy day for sure. Not a good day for racing, I'll tell you that. I stayed inside. I had some yard work that I have to get done this weekend, but I wasn't doing that today, so I stayed inside and did stuff in the house. And Winks, hey, you know what? If you go there, come back to us later and let us know how the burgers are. If it's a really good burger, I'm happy to go and check it out. It lives up to the hype. I do like a good burger. And, yeah, the Indy race, I would have liked to watch that, but I don't actually have any sort of cable. And you can only watch it on the Fox Sports Network. So I didn't have that and couldn't watch it. Would have liked to. Anyway, thank you, sir. Your answer down is 42. This is KE8QKO on the WAWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Our next station is in and out. That's KE8ZRY. And that's going to take us down to W3ETB Eddie. How you doing, Eddie? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Yeah, hi there, Nick. Well, here in Annapolis, today has been not too bad of a day. We didn't have a whole lot of rain here. The temperature, it seems like it stayed at a constant 61 degrees pretty much all day. Not that much wind right now. There's no wind, no gusts, which is a good thing, I guess. And 4 days, and when it wasn't raining hard, it was mist in the air, and they're calling for some more rain tomorrow, and 40% rain on Tuesday and Wednesday, which sometimes we don't get any rain when they actually call for rain, so it's not too bad thing either. So as far as the trivia questions goes, I'm going to go with D for the first one. I really like kind of B, but I'll go with D for the main trivia and C for Ellen's trivia question, because I have really no idea on both of them. So I'm just kind of guessing, and I don't think that either one of those questions might be found on Google anyway, Alan. Back to you there, Nick. Have a great night. W3TV 73.
All right, thank you, Eddie. Got your answer down there for Delta and Charlie. Next, we're going to go down to K5 CFY Ray. How you doing, Ray? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
QKO on the net, K5 CFY. Good evening there, Nick at Nite. Good job there, and wave a hand at the guy on the keyboard who's done a great job. I'm going to go with Eddie and go with Delta and Charlie. I hope A is the right one, but I'm going to go with D and C. So there you go. Back to you. Have a great night.
All right, thank you, Ray. Got your answer down there for Delta and Charlie. Next, we're going to talk to KA8LYJ, Bob from the Magic City of Barberton. Take it away, Bob.
W8WKY.
KA8QKO. This is KA8LYJ. Good evening, Nick at Net. And good evening, Net. Yeah, as far as Winx is concerned, the people who bought it and are opening it up, they run a smash burger place, I think it's down in Canton, and it's got a great reputation. So, yeah, those burgers ought to be kind of awesome. It was a great day. Had church, then I grabbed some coffee, and then a nap, and then played D&D with the buddies, and should have gone to bed because I'm doing flags at dawn with the Legion tomorrow, but I wanted to play trivia. So here I am being an idiot. And for the trivia, I am going to go Delta for the main, although I do wonder if that goulash in Alpha is Granny Cornwaldo Bean's secret family recipe. And for the alternate, I'm going to break from the crowd, and I'm going to go Alpha. I think I remember hearing on like Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me or something about a kid who stole a bus over in Europe a bunch of times. KA8LYJ.
All right, thank you, Bob. Got your answer down there for Delta and Alpha, and yeah, we'll see how week turns out. Thanks. Next we have KF8GHA, Andrew. How you doing, Andrew? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening, Nick. This is KF8GHA. I'm surprised yesterday. My wife convinced me to take her to the Great Lakes Fiber Show at the Wayne County Fairgrounds. I was impressed. Most of the buildings were full of yarn vendors. They had sheepdog demonstrations, and that was utterly amazing to watch those dogs control a small herd of sheep. If anybody wants to, if their wives are into knitting, or if you're into knitting yourself, next year it's not a bad idea to go out to the Fiber Festival at the Wayne County Fairgrounds. It's called the Great Lakes Fiber Show. My trivia, I'm going to go with Delta and Alpha. Yeah, I would like the goulash has an interesting thing, but I'm pretty sure I heard, like the previous guy, that somebody has stolen a bus in Europe. Anyway, this is KF8GHA, 73 to everybody. Back to the net.
right, thank you, Andrew. Got your answer down there for Delta and Alpha. Sounds like an interesting weekend. I don't know if knitting would be my thing, but hey, you know, it's good time to spend time with your better half. So, yeah, thanks for checking in. I appreciate it. Next, we have K4OG Mark. How you doing, Mark? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
K8QKO, K4OG. Good evening, Nick at night. I don't have much. I'll give you my answers to the trivia question, though. I done forgot what they were, but that's okay, because I trust Bob, LYJ. I think he's got the right answer. We're going to go with Delta and Alpha, DA. K4OG. Back to you, sir.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got your answer down there for Delta and Alpha. Thanks for checking in. Next, we have K8QFT, Uncle Fred. How you doing, Fred? And what do you have plans for that secret meetup with Delta tomorrow? Take it away.
Well, first off, let's start off with the trivia. Delta will be the main, and the alternate will be Alpha. Yeah, tomorrow I have to meet Dustin at the secret location at the corner of Northeast Street and it's Route 3. I don't know if it's Washington or Liberty, but you know, it's a block up from what used to be the Pythian Sisters. So you know, we got to keep some of this stuff classified, but it is an undisclosed location there. About a block up from the Pythian, what used to be the Pythian Sisters Hall. After the parade, which starts at 10:00 hours, I believe, then I got to go to a barbecue with some of the people from my bowling group. We bowled today. Oh, so these people they're seniors, but some of these guys, they're disappointed if they don't get a 200, you know. I mean, I haven't had a 200 in the league for over a year and a half or so. Had a couple in practice, but you know, everyone be safe tomorrow. And yeah, someone pointed out it's not a happy occasion, but you know it is. The first half of the day is meant to mourn, and then the second half of the day is to go ahead and start the summer, and that's it. Just remember what it's all about. I don't think that, you know, the guys who are no longer with us would want us to mope all day, but to remember. KE8, QFT back to net control.
All right, thank you, Fred. Got your answer down there for Delta and Alpha. And yeah, it's a solemn, and also it's a happy day as well, because it's solemn that people gave their lives for our country, but happy that they're willing to do it and that we all appreciate it and celebrate it as a sacrifice. So that's my take on it. So yeah, it is solemn, but again, it's also, we're celebrating the sacrifice, and we're happy for it, and we're better off for it, all of us. And I think that's an important thing to recognize and appreciate. So thank you very much, Fred. Like I said, your answers are Delta and Alpha, and thank you for giving us your secret away. Okay, this is KE8QKO on the WAW K-Line repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Our next station is in and out, that's N7VAN, and that's going to take us down to KF8 GGM. Matt, how you doing, Matt? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KE8QKO, KF8 GGM. Good evening, Nick. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for taking the net tonight, man, and thanks for checking me in. You're sounding good as always, sir. Not too much going on, I have a couple friends have to pay respects to tomorrow, but after that, I think I'm hitting Lake Erie and gonna fish off the shore. Haven't done that in a long time, and I love to fish, so I think that's going to be the highlight for tomorrow. Other than that, really nothing too much. So I'll turn it back to you, KF8 GGM.
All right, thank you, Matt. Hey, can you come back with your trivia answers for me?
Yeah, Nick, I'm sorry. Man, I do that all the time. I always forget to leave my answers. I'm going to go with double D's, Delta Delta.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Matt. Got your answer down for double D's, Delta and Delta. Speaking of double D's, well, I can hear from him apparently. Rev Kev, KJ or K6KJV. He's marked this in and out, but his answer's always down with double D's. So Godspeed, Kevin. Sleep well, and we'll talk to you later. Next one is going on to KI5TAQ Taco Tim from Bofang, Oklahoma. How you doing, Tim? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, good evening there, Nick at Night. I'm doing pretty good. Tonight, I'm just going to be resting and relaxing for a bit. But let me get the questions out of the way. I'm going to go with Delta for the main trivia and Alpha for the alternate trivia. Delta and Alpha. I cannot imagine anything else that can be just as, well, shall we say, anything else but. But anyways, I'll let you get on down the list and see how many more people can try to get these questions right. Or wrong. No matter what. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, thank you, Tim. Got your answer down there for Delta and Alpha. And thanks for checking in, sir. I appreciate it. After Tim, we have two in-and-out stations at W8HRF and K8YUK. That's going to take us down to KC8FQV Mark. How you doing, Mark? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? Kilo, Charlie 8, Foxtrot, Quebec, Victor. Mark, are you out there? Do you have comments for the Beacon Net? Oh, I guess Mark is probably listening to another net, so we'll mark him as talk to, and he can come back and recheck later if he wants. And we'll go down to KD8SLG, just Nick. How you doing, Nick, and what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf. Nick, are you out there? And do you have comments on the Beacon Net? All right, nothing heard from Nick. Maybe he's listening to the same net that Mark is. All right, let's run through a list of in and outs that we've got here. We have AF5JB. We have WA8KOC. We have NT8D, KF8GHP, and KN4EWT, which that brings us down to the bottom of the list. So anyone out there that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Well, Nick, please check in Kilo India 5, Whiskey Delta Mike, KI5 WDM, Donald in the Osage.
All right, I've got KI5 WDM Donald. Anyone else want to check into the net? Please call now.
Okay, KCFQ, I heard you call me just as I was coming back over. KCFQV.
All right, I got a recheck from KC8. FQV Mark. Anyone else want to check in? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Let's go up and talk to KI5 WDM Donald. See what he's got going on. Take it away, Donald.
This is Kilo India 5, Whiskey Delta Mike. Good afternoon, Nick. Evening, I guess. Probably even night to some of you. It's been a day to day. I tried to stay out of the house today, let Mom sleep. Oh, when she woke up, things were bad. I got busy, and she took some more pain pills and went back to bed. I decided to go out to my Radio Shack and try to work with my newly acquired Kenwood TS-820. And I was having so much trouble with the internet, I was trying to read a manual on startup procedures and whatnot. And the internet was so bad I couldn't get nothing done, so that's that. And as far as the trivia questions, I won't make anybody reread them at this late hour, but I'm just going to go with Bravo and Charlie, just for the fun of it. Nick, that's all I've got. Y'all have a great one. Thanks for letting me in. This is KI5WDM. I'll be on the side.
All right, thank you, Donald. Hey, did you happen to catch our trivia questions by chance?
Nah, I didn't catch him, and I'm not going to make y'all read them again. I'll just go with Bravo and Charlie for the fun of it. KI5WDM.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you down for Bravo and Charlie. I don't mind reread them if you wanted me to anyway. We usually do it at least once, and we haven't done it once. We haven't read them more than once at all this net. But I'll tell you what, we'll read them again at some point, I'm sure. And if you're listening and you want to come back and recheck and change them, we're happy to take the recheck and change them. And thank you, sir. You have fun down there in Louisiana, and we will talk, Oklahoma. We will talk to you again later. Next, we're going to go down to KC8 FQV Mark, see what he's got going on for us. Mark, take it away.
All right, KCFQV. Well, that first one sounded good, but I'm going to say Delta. A sounded good, but I like Delta. I think Delta's the... A sounded just good to be a good joke, but it's Delta on the first one. And the second one, the school bus. or whatever kind of bus. Alpha, the alternative question would be Alpha A. And yeah, I just came from another net, the Friendship Net. Comes out of Kentucky. And yeah, they're on 62886 right now. They're back on that one. They had to hop around while they were getting things straightened up. They had from, internet and different things, but they're back down to 62886. But they were on the 55904, and they were some 61484. But they're back on their main one now. But that's where I was at. Yeah, I've done a lot of nets this evening. And Hamvention, yeah, 1 week away, 1 week closer to next year. So, and Bucky's, yeah, if I make it down there again anytime, that chopped brisket was good. So I'll send it back to Matt, KSFQV.
All right, Mark, we got you down for Delta. I don't have your answer for your alternate. You want to come back with your trivia answers phonetically, please?
All right. Well, on the alternative, Allen is going to be A, and on the main it's going to be D, Delta. So it's a DA. The main one's D, and the alternative is A. So it's D and A. Main one's D, the alternative is A. KCFQV.
All right, copy that, Mark. Phonetically, that would be then Delta and Alpha. We have you down for Delta and Alpha. Thank you. We had another check-in from the blue screen, which is N8EX. So we're going to go, actually, before I go to Jeff, I forgot to identify. This is KE8QKO on the WAWQR repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL total of 114 Mark 8. And now we're going to go to N8EX. Jeff, how you doing, Jeff? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Oh, good evening, everyone. This is Jeff N8EX up in Seward, Alaska, where we're in the 50s. We had a beautiful sunny day, and we're doing a bit of bike riding both toward the national park and then down into town and through the boat harbor and bring it with the kids. And they got to get out away from their tablets. And we've had rain so often here, we felt like we're in monsoon season, which is usually as we go into fall. And that, but the break is nice. We're hoping to get into the long Sundays, where that goes till about August or mid-August or that, where we are just baking in the sun, and that we miss it a lot. But other than that, kind of have an exciting event going on. One of the climbers on Denali right now, or about McKinley, at base camp is trying to do simplex contacts on 14652. So the Anchorage Bowl, Matsu, they're going to be trying tonight and tomorrow to make contacts there, and that with the climbers. And then, we'll probably have some other events going on here as we approach field day. But nothing else to report. I did miss the trivia, so I don't have any answers for you there. Back to net control and ADX.
All right, thank you, Jeff. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get back to you. We've had a couple more check-in from the blue screen as well. We had another check-in earlier that didn't really hear the trivia. So we've got a lot of people that haven't heard the trivia. So let's go ahead and read that again. We're going to go up to KJ5 MCV Ryan and get the main trivia read. So, Ryan, take it away.
All right, Mr. Nick at Nite, thank you again. I'll take the red carpet.
one more time. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV, with main trivia for tonight. What does the term splat mean on the air in ham radio world? Alpha, when an operator spills goulash on the microphone during a contest. Bravo, the green slime that leaks out of a transceiver after too many radio checks from a GMRS operator. Charlie, the official sound of a CB operator who has recently discovered the echo button. Delta, excessive signal bandwidth or interference from overdriven audio or RF. I'll read it again. What does the term splatter mean on the air in the ham radio world? Alpha, when an operator spills goulash on the microphone during a contest. Bravo, the green slime that leaks out of a transceiver after too many radio checks from a GMRS operator. Charlie, the official sound of a CB operator who's recently discovered the echo button. Delta, excessive signal bandwidth or interference from an overdriven audio or RF. I'll post this again in the blue screen for all you folks. And thanks again. This is KJ5MCV back to net control.
All right, thank you, Ryan. And thank you for the trivia. Next, we have KI5DAY Alan. Would you read the alternate trivia, please?
Oh, sorry, KI5DAY in the net. Nick and Nite. Sorry, I got a little caught up in some square dancing lyrics. Where was I? Tonight's alternate trivia is, let me let the drop and I will read it. And I needed to cough, so here we go. In 2025, a 14-year-old boy was arrested a third time after committing which one of these crimes? Was it A, he stole a bus on 3 different occasions for joyrides, traveling over 100 miles, even crossing the border into Switzerland? Was it B, on 3 occasions he was able to break into the police evidence warehouse where he stole several laptop computers? C, the young man used a lab coat he had taken from his school science lab and managed to access drugs in a hospital cabinet, getting caught the third time from video recognition? Or D, stealing Cornwaldo Shine liquor from old man Gunther, Cornwaldo being stashed as Gunther was often passed out and didn't notice? KI5DAY back in.
All right, thank you, Alan. Thank you for the alternate trivia. All right, let's go back down to N8EX, Jeff. See what he has, and see what he has for an answer for the trivia if he wants to give it. Take it away, sir.
Well, thank you for the reread. I am going to go with Delta Alpha. So that's Delta and Alpha, N8EX.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you down for Delta and Alpha. I'll say if anyone else out there wants to recheck and change their answers after hearing the trivia, you're welcome to do so. Just please wait until I call for more check-ins or rechecks. Next, we're going to KI5 RFI Mac. How you doing, Mac? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight? Actually, wait, before I go to your Mac, I'm going to identify and get back on my schedule. This is KE8QKO on the WWKY repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL total of 114 Mark 8. Now we go to KI5 RFI Mac. Take it away, sir.
Well, good evening from Springdale, Arkansas. This is KI5 RFI. Well, let's see. For the trivia questions, I'm going to guess on the main one, Delta, although there's probably a good argument for Charlie. But I'll go with Delta. And on the trivia, the alternate trivia, I'll go with Alpha. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, Mac. Got your answer down there for Delta and Alpha. And next we have WB4AIZ, Chuck. How you doing, Chuck? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight? Whiskey Bravo 4 Alpha India Zulu. Chuck, are you out there? Do you have comments for the BeaconNet?
W8WKY.
All right, nothing heard there. It's possible Chuck was in and out. He's usually in and out in my net, so we'll put him down that way, and we'll continue on. Anyone who would like to check in or recheck to the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
W8KQO. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, Nick. Filling down in Canal Fulton.
All right, I've got WV3K Phil checking in there. Anyone else want to check in? Please call now. All right, let's go talk to Phil, WV3K. How you doing, sir? And how's the night treating you?
W8QKO, WV3K. Hello, Nick. Life is treating me well, always each day being blessed. So that said, I'm looking forward to the ongoing day for possibly tomorrow. And I just turned my radio on, so I'm coming in real late. And I heard the questions. I'll try to answer them for you now so that you have an answer. I have answers. I'm going to go with Delta on the first one. And the second one was quite lengthy on the answers given. I'm not sure if I even caught the gist of it. But just for the pleasantry of saving time, I'll go ahead and say that I'm going to pick Bravo, and leave it at that. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the rest of the net, and nice job for the short time that I've been on the radio to hear you speaking out at everyone. So I hope the entire team is doing well, and all who are listening on the net and those that are participating. So with that, you have a great night, and God bless Nick, and to you and to all who are on the net. And also to Shannon, hopefully he's recovering. I'm still praying for him, and anyway, my love and prayers out to him. Okay, this is WB3K, and I'm going to be clear. Thanks very much, Nick. Appreciate you. WB3K clear.
All right, thank you, Phil. Got your answer down there for Delta and Bravo. And yes, it is good to hear that Shannon is recovering. I probably didn't mention that earlier, but it's good to hear that. So thanks for checking in, and I appreciate you being here. Okay, anyone else want to check in or recheck to the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, nothing heard there. Let's go talk to our net control team. We're going to CE8VZA. Eric, how you doing, sir? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KE8QKO in the net. KE8VZA here. Doing fine, Nick. Hope everyone else is too. Good to hear everybody. Trivia, I'm going to go with Delta and Alpha for the main and alternate. And it's been kind of interesting around the QTH this week. Basically had to give the house a colonoscopy twice. Clogged drain line. It was a bummer. First time got it flowing again, and of course I've been down this road before, and it just knocked stuff loose, and it coagulated somewhere else further downstream. So had to go at it again with the snake, and got it flowing again. So back in business. Took out the kitchen sink, dishwasher, and upstairs bathroom sink. Whoever plumbed this drain line was probably dropping acid while they were doing it. It's just the way they did it. It's just kind of weird. Anyway, that's about all I have for tonight. Everybody have a great Memorial Day. Remember, all gave some, and some gave all. KE8BZA, back to you, Nick.
All right, thank you, Eric. Yeah, I've been there many times myself. Thankfully, most I can reach with the snake, but some, when you can't reach them with a snake, it gets really tricky. I've got, actually, funny story. I'll tell it now because I think it's funny, so I've got some time. There's a drain that comes off of, I think it comes down from the bathroom sink. It comes straight down, then comes straight across the floor, and it's got a screw on the end of it, like a cap on the end. So you can actually open it, you can get into the drain, you can clean it because it's on a weird shallowish angle. And one day, I got the bright idea. I was like, man, I'm really tired of going in there and from the back and trying to clean this out. I'm like, I'm just going to take the garden hose with a nozzle and a rag, and I'm going to stick it in there, and I'm going to spray that in there, and I'm going to get it all clean. And I hit that clog, and all of a sudden, all that black sludge blew right back on my face, and I was covered in sludge. And I'm like, oh, that was the worst idea I've ever had. So, yeah, I've been there. I've had those clogged drains. And, yeah, thankfully I can usually catch most of them with a plunger. Occasionally I have to break out the snake. So, anyway, I appreciate you, and I know the feeling, Eric. All right, let's talk to K3. Actually, before I go down and talk to Ryan, this is KE8QKO on the WAWKR repeater 147 Mark 3. I know positive also with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And now we're going to talk to K3 NBC. Mark, how you doing, Mark? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QKO, Nick. This is K3 NBC. It's great to hear from you. Before I forget, trivia answers on the main. As much as I would love to answer Alpha, I have to answer Delta. The sight of goulash hitting a microphone is just too enticing to think about. So anyway, first answer is Delta. The alt answer is A. I can imagine some kid stealing a school bus at the time, so that just is intriguing. Anyway, had a great day. Got to work with my volunteers up at the church, and it was as working as a video director, I get to work with about an incredible group of 35 volunteers, and twice a month I get to work with what I call the A-team. These were my best, and I would hold them against any professional crew anywhere, and it was just an honor to work with them today. Several veterans in the group, too, so Memorial Day always has a special significance in our group of volunteers. So anyway, had a fantastic day, and this is K3 NBC. Back to net. 7-3, everybody.
All right, thank you, Mark. Good to hear that. Glad it's working out for you, and it sounds like you had a really good day. Next, we're going to talk to KJ5 MCB Ryan. How you doing, Ryan? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, hello again, Nick at Night. You know, if I was doing any better, I'd be Nick at Night. This is Ryan, though, KJ5MCV. All jokes aside, first, let me say, I want to wish everyone the happiest Memorial Day weekend that you can muster. Let's remember those who are meaningful to us in our lives, and those that served our country paid the ultimate price for the freedoms that we enjoy. God bless you all and your families. Speaking of freedoms that we all enjoy, we had an absolute banger of a day jerking catfish lips, a.k.a. fishing, just in case you didn't know, and telling lies mostly out on Fort Gibson Lake in beautiful Wagner, Oklahoma today. caught an absolute mess of, well, we got the trifecta: blue cats, flatheads, and cardboard. No, I mean channel cats. Sorry. Yeah, if anybody's waiting for another coin term that Ryan has, we had more fun than a possum and a sweet potato patch. Got a bit of sun today, which is always a good thing. Something like, I don't know, 85 and sunny. The water was like glass. This is great for my little boat and the ability to keep all your teeth in your head. The Weekend Warriors showed up about 13:30 AK 1:30 p.m., which was a major concern, but luckily we about wrapped up by then, so I reckon the drunk monkey slept in, and I can really appreciate that. Anyways, that's what I've got for the Beacon Net. Thank you guys so much for letting me be a part of the team. I'm having a heck of a time. Anyways, I'll send it back to Net Control. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV. Back to you, Nick at Night.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Sounds like you had a hoot and haul of a great weekend there, and good to hear you, and thanks for doing the trivia. Next, we have KI5DAY, Alan. How you doing, Alan? What is your traffic for the net tonight?
KI5DAY in the net. Yeah, Nick and Night. Traffic for the net. I did go to Skytook earlier to go to Wally World, and the traffic wasn't bad at all. Matter of fact, the foot traffic in the Wally World was very minimal. There was hardly anybody in there, and I went there right before the net. I barely made it home in time. And then I got home, and I thought, well, I need to go put this license plate thing on my veteran license tag thing on my license plate, and then a few other things. The next thing I knew, it was like 8:30, so I come running in here. But, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and answer, I think it was B for the green goo coming out of GMRS operators, because I do some GMRS, and I've noticed that when I'm doing GMRS, for some reason, green goo oozes out of my radio. So that's a true statement. That's going to be my answer for that one. Not much else going on. Just happy to be here, and happy Memorial Day to everybody. KI5DAY, back to Nick.
All right, well, thank you, Alan. Thank you for the alternate trivia. I lobbed that one to you, and I was expecting something different that I didn't actually get. So, well, that's what happens. And in the past, I asked for your traffic, and you started giving me a traffic report, like a detailed Oklahoma traffic report. And then I stopped asking for traffic after you did that. So every once in a while, I figured I'd throw that in there and hoping you'd catch it, and you didn't. Oh, well, that's all right. It happens. Thanks for the alternate trivia. We appreciate you, Alan. And we'll talk to you later. Okay, this is K8QKO on the WAWQR repeater 147 Mark 390, positive also with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We're ready for more check-ins. If you would like to check in or recheck to the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, I had some audio there, or I had some activity there, but no audio, so I'm going to take that as a nothing. And then we're going to talk to our trivia masters and get our answers. So we're going to go up to KJ5MCV. Ryan, would you read the answer to the main... Oh, before I go to Wright, I didn't give my trivia answers. My answers are going to be Delta and Bravo. So let's see if that works out for me. And then we'll talk to Ryan and get the answer to the main trivia. Ryan, take it away.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of a softball, but that's my thing. I'm going to keep doing it until somebody tells me to stop. That's just how I roll. Main trivia tonight, what does the term splatter mean on the air in ham radio world? The answer was delta, excessive signal bandwidth interference from overdriven audio or RF. Sorry I don't have a blurb for everybody. I guess I missed the bag on this one, but yeah, main trivia tonight, the answer is Delta, excessive signal bandwidth or interference from overdriven audio or RF. Thank you.
All right, thank you there, Ryan. You know what? I really wanted to answer the goulash one, but I thought that was a waste of good goulash, so I couldn't do that, and I went with Delta. Anyway, thank you, sir. Thank you for doing the trivia. Next, we're going to talk to Alan, KF5DAY. Can you read the answer to the alternate trivia, please?
KI5DAY. Let me make sure I have it.
You've got it.
KI5DAY. Sorry, I don't know what that was, but anyways, just as a public message, public reminder, how do you say that? Public service announcement. Questions are always the alt trivia and the regular trivia questions are meant to be guessed, not looked up. So make it fun for yourself and everybody else, and just guess. Thank you. Tonight's alternate trivia answer for the question that I asked was, what did the young man in Norway, he was 14 years old, he got busted 3 times for the same thing. On 3 occasions, he actually did steal a bus. He did go for joyrides. At one point, he traveled over 300 miles, but he also traveled across the border into Switzerland. He was having a good time. Police in Norway have since confirmed the boy is 14, accused of stealing another bus from the Oslo area this year and driving it across the border into Sweden, as it says Sweden, not Switzerland, sorry. But anyways, yeah, he went on some joyrides with some buses, and since he was a minor, they're pretty lenient, I guess, on him. And I don't know that he ever went to jail. He might have went to some type of juvie hall or reform school, or maybe they forced him to square dance for 6 hours. That's what I would have done. Hi. KI5DAY, back to net.
Thanks, Eric. I need you to take it right now.
This is KE8BZA here, taking over net control for Nick at Night, at least for the moment. So we got our main trivia answers and our alt trivia answer. Main trivia was Delta, and alt trivia was Alpha. He did steal the bus, by the way. Anyway, so let's go on down and see if there are any more check-ins. You missed the trivia, but if you'd like to check in, please give me your call sign alphabetically and phonetically. That's it. Searching for the word there, and along with your name and call sign. I'm KE8BZA with the Beacon Net. Please call now.
This is Kilo Romeo 4 Mike Foxtrot Whiskey, KR4 MFW, Chattanooga, Tennessee. I go by Hank.
Very good. Copy KR4MFW Hank over in Tennessee. And Nick at Night is telling me he is back, so I'll turn the net back over to KE8QKO. Take it away, Nick. KE8VZA.
All right, KE8QKO here on the WAW Killer Repeater 147 Mark III. I know, positive, also the PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Thank you very much for that, Eric. I was sitting here and my dogs absolutely went ballistic, which is not usually a good sign at 11 o'clock at night. But thankfully it was nothing burger. So anyway, thank you for picking that up real quick. And we've got KR4MFW Hank checking in there. Is there anyone else who would like to check into the Beacon Net? Please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically along their name and location. Also rechecks.
W8WKY.
This is Kilo Juliet 5. Mike, Charlie, Victor, KJ5 Ryan, KJ5 Ryan. What a deal. KJ5 MCV Ryan here in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
All right, I've got KJ5 MCV Ryan with a recheck. Anyone else want to get in there? I should mention, this is probably the last call, so if you want to get in, this is your last chance. So if you want to get into this round, call now. All right, nothing heard there. Let's go to KR4MFW Hank. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
KR4MFW. Yeah, I was just listening to you fellas, and I'm kind of new at this. Just got my ticket last Friday, and I'm just kind of messing around with this EchoLink. I appreciate you guys checking me in. Yeah, that's about all I got to say. Stormy, rainy weather over here in Tennessee.
All right, well, thank you, sir. Congratulations on getting your license, and thanks for checking in there. Just so you know, if you want to come back anytime, we're happy to have you. We do meet every Sunday night and Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on this repeater. So, yeah, come back anytime. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I see you're from Chattanooga. I was actually thinking about that not too long ago. My wife and I are planning a trip for our anniversary later on this year. Chattanooga was on my short list of places to go because I've heard it's a really nice city to visit. I've always wanted to visit that city. But unfortunately, based off of what we're doing, it wasn't quite in the cards. But one of these years, I'm going to make it down there and actually visit because I've driven by a bunch of times, but I haven't actually stopped. So thanks for checking in. I appreciate it. Let's go down to KJ5 MCV Ryan and get his recheck.
Hello to everybody. This is Ryan, KJ5 MCV, not KJ5 Ryan, but KJ5 Mike Charlie Victor. And I'm glad you changed the remarks. I'm not Super Southern Mark. That would be Mark, Super Southern Mark. Anyways, sorry about that little background noise. I wanted to drop in. Kilo Romeo 4, Mike Foxtrot Whiskey. High five on the awesome appointment with a cool call sign, and congratulations on getting your ticket. I'm a relatively new ham as well, and wanted to just offer a pat on the butt to come join us on Wednesdays or Sunday nights. This is a lot of fun. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Great to hear you. And, yeah, did you hear Eric? I swear, he had 2 home colonoscopies. That was really something. Anyways, I'm going to turn it back to net control. Back to you, Nick at Night. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV. Thank you so much for picking me up. Talk to you again soon, I'm sure.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Got you in there as a recheck, and thanks for checking in and rechecking and doing the trivia. All right, let's wrap this thing up and call her a night. Put my notepad here. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, KEABZA, I'm not reading all that. On behalf of myself, the Beacon Net crew, and Larry the Rubber Chicken, I would like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net, Wednesday at 10. I can't talk. Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the WAWQI repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and EchoLink WAWKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the WAWQI repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sundays. Don't forget to check out our friends on the Board and Breaker Net, every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and EchoLink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to BeaconNet. This is KE8QKO. Return the repeater to normal and customary imagery use this time, 73 all. And have a wonderful Begakin Sunday and Memorial Day.
KR4, Mike, Foxtrot Whiskey, Hank, are you out there, brother? This is KJ5MCV.
Yes, sir. KR4MFW.
Excellent, sir. Great to hear you tonight, man. I just wanted to say congratulations one more time, and offer, if you're bored, I have a solution around the noon to 2 o'clock Central Hour. As Nick at Night mentioned, the Boredom Breakers net. You might grab a pencil and write this down. In case he went too fast, I'm going to go fast too. N5XQK-R on the EchoLink. It is a hoot and a holler. It started out as a wellness check during the COVID days, the beginning, and it's just gone on and on. We do it for 2 hours. It's loads of fun, and might even say is more fun than a bushel basket full of puppies. Anyways, just want to drop that in with you. Chattanooga, Tennessee sounds like a hoot. I've been to Nash, Vegas, Memphis, and a couple other odd else places in Tennessee. Nash Vegas takes the cake. Top of the pyramid, not to be confused with the shiny mirror pyramid in Memphis, but dude, Nashville is a blast. If you're over 21 especially.
Yeah, roger that. I'm originally from South Georgia. I'm a country boy, so Chattanooga's a good place to visit. Been here too long. I kind of miss my Georgia roots. It's okay, I guess, but once you've been here a few years and the traffic and all the people, I'd prefer the country.
Well, brother, I was just looking at my phone here, and Matt, KF8GGM, loves Nashville also. Boy, I like Georgia, too. People drive crazy in Georgia, though. I mean, absolutely nuts. Oklahoma is like the land of people waving you on. It's almost like they're so nice it's annoying at the stop sign. Dude, people in Georgia they'll just run you off the road. But you know, it takes all kinds. But Georgia is really cool. I'd like to get up there and have some fun with the sportsman world, if you know what I mean. I enjoy that quite a bit. Most of my destination vacation spots are generally wrapped around hunting, fishing, and chasing critters of all sorts, or as much as my pocketbook will let me, I guess you could say. But thanks again for stopping by, brother. Great to hear you tonight. You're sounding great. I might offer another suggestion. I just got an Allstar Node. You might jump on YouTube and check those out. You can one-hop to any repeater anywhere, just about the same as the EchoLink, except you can do it on your radio so it doesn't feel so dirty. KG5MCV.
Yeah, roger that. Your call sign KG5NCE as, yeah, I didn't quite catch it.
Hank, I apologize about that. Yeah, I'm just a little quick. This is Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Charlie Victor, KJ5MCV. Back to you.
W8WKY.
Okay.
And if you were curious, I know you didn't ask, I'm in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. And I think as far as meridians go, we're pretty close. You could say you're straight east of me on I-40 for quite a ways, and you can kind of cut down to the south side. But yeah, great to hear you, man. Thanks again for stopping by. This is Ryan, KG5 MCV. I'll let you have it, brother.
Roger that. I got KJ5 MCV. Nice talking to you, man. Broken Arrow. I remember that movie. I'd love to visit out there sometime. I don't get around much. I work for a motorsports company, a tow truck driver for ACI Motorsports here in Chattanooga. So pretty much work, come home, work, come home. But it's good talking to somebody, man. Really good. Like I say, I'm new to this. I'm kind of having a blast at it. The 73s to you, man. If you're a veteran, I appreciate you. And to anybody else listening that's a veteran, I appreciate it. Thank you for my freedom. I'm going to say 73s. I'm going to get off here and kind of slide around the band.
'73s, brother. KJ5 MCV to KR4 MFW. Good chatting with you, and I hope we run across each other again, brother. Take care.
Let's see if anybody hung around for the after party. 88 EPC is listening.
You took the words right out of my mouth. This is Ryan, KJ5 MCV. What's up, Dustin? How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm living the dream, brother, procrastinating. I should be doing laundry right now, but here I am playing radio. My new Node made it through the whole net and only burned 10% of the battery bank in 2 hours, so not too shabby at all. And yeah, that's what's going on here. What's going on over there?
Well, brother, I just looked over at my little battery bank. It was 94% when I started, and it's at 88% now. But I've got the tiniest, cutest little Node. It doesn't even have a fan on it. But I bought a 80,000 milliamp hour, whatever you call that, battery box, little charge machine robot, and just Nick, he heard that I was powering my Node in my truck with a cigarette lighter phone charger, and he was like, "Eesh, what are you doing?" So I bought a new box. So also taking it for a test drive.
KF8 GGM hanging out too.
Well, welcome to the party, Matt. Good to hear you. I'll turn it over to you in just a second. Yeah, Ryan, that sounds good. I just bought this battery bank, too. It came a few days ago, and this is the first time I'm powering with a node with it, because I'm using Raspberry Pi 3Bs as the Pi, and then I have this node that's the same size as the Raspberry Pi, so, yeah, they're both kind of hanging out there, and it works pretty good. I don't even know how many milliamp hours this is, but it's a pretty big chunker of a battery, so should last quite a while there. So, yeah, I love my Allstar nodes. I'm starting to get too many of them and not enough places to hide. Hi. Take it away there, Matt.
Hey, thanks, Dustin. So, question, you got all these nodes. Where do you put them all? Because I was thinking of getting them a couple myself, but, I mean, okay, so you get like 4 nodes. Where do you put them? Over to you.
All right, so I'll turn it right back to you, Ryan, because I'm going to forget if I don't talk right now. Let me make sure I've got it.
Well, Matt, this is Ryan, KJ5MC. Mine's about the size of a pack of cigarettes, so you can put it in your shirt pocket. You can put it in a backpack pouch. You can set it on top of a pack of cigarettes, although I don't have any of those laying around. It's disgusting, but I do enjoy a good menthol while I'm drinking a beer. It's my little guilty pleasure. But, I don't know, maybe a shoebox or take something apart and put it inside of there. Sorry, I'm just being a smart aleck. Back to you, Matt. KJ5MCV.
Right on. Okay, I thought these things like took up some space, like they were kind of sizable. So I was like, holy cow, man, where am I going to put all these things? All right, that answers my question. Thank you, sir. KF8GGM. Back to you, sir.
Oh, that was a fun one. No, I think at this point I have a battery box about the size of maybe most of the size of a red brick, and that's the more imposing piece of equipment for running my node. I've never run it on a battery bank before. Usually I just run the little Raspberry Pi, power supply that came with it, but seems to be working well. I just touched my node. She's getting a little warm, but for no more horsepower than she's got, seems to be running really good. I'm having a lot of fun with these things.
And that REOs.
I mean, they do sound cool, and listening to you guys talk about them has really got me curious, and I think I'm going to buy one or two and mess around with them and, see what I can do with them, because sounds kind of fun. So, yeah, I'm going to definitely get a clear node, and like I said, I don't know, man. I want to build my own, but I don't want to get into all that code, dude. That's just, I don't know, not my thing. Back to you.
Hey, guys, there's another...
I couldn't have said it better myself. There's a lot of ways to skin that cat, but when it came down to it, I'm like, I don't want no part of that. So I had kits4hams.com basically build one for me. I told him, I don't want to do none of that stuff. I want you to build it, and if you could test it and make sure it works like it's supposed to and send it to me, sign me up. Take my money. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but yeah, option B was the one for me. Just send it to me in a box, please. And yeah, Jared, AI5Q, helped me across the line. When I got it, that guy is a freaking peach of a human being, but he's awesome. So he kind of got me up to speed. It's so simple. When it comes down to it, if you can write an email or, I don't know, play Frogger, you can run a node on your computer. But if you have the DTMF functions down pat, then, dude, you don't even need to. You can just link right up. But if there is a problem, it helps to view the Supermon page and stuff like that. But, yeah, don't wait. As your attorney, I strongly advise you to buy a very fast car with no top and get an Allstar Node ASAP.
Roger. Good copy on that. Hey, that Nite station trying to break in. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say I would highly advise it too, and it's not that hard to set these things up. You get out there on YouTube, Freddie Mac, Ham Radio Crusader, 85 FMU. He's got dozens of videos out there. Just follow his instructions and you'll be off to the races. As far as the little battery banks go, I ran one of my nodes. It ran for about 8-9 hours on a 20,000 milliamp battery, which isn't real big, but yeah, you can drop these things, battery in one pocket and a node in the other, and go anywhere. As long as you got a cell phone signal where you can give it internet access, you're good to go. Best thing I ever did in ham radio.
Second that motion. My 5 Allstar Nodes are the way to be. And if you don't have one, I think you should have one because, love it or hate it, it's the future of radio. When the HF conditions aren't going, I can still get in a node and dial up people all over the country in the world. So that's pretty cool. And Matt, it's so easy that a Sasquatch can do it. The node I'm on now didn't exist 5 hours ago. I mean, I just put it together an hour before the net, loaded up the software. It's self-explanatory. Literally, there's right on the website, the ASL 3.0 website, it tells you how to do it. And I can hardly check my email, so doing code and doing anything crazy like that, you won't have to worry about it. It's so easy, anybody can do it. If you get the All-Star number, that's probably the hardest part of the whole operation. Let's see, I don't know who's up, so it's a jump ball, KD8EPC.
Dustin, copy that, man. I mean, yeah, like I said before, I'm a simpleton, so basic is good. KFATGM. Ryan, you're up, brother.
Well, guys, I'll say this. My introduction to Allstar Nodes came from Dustin, KD8EPC. And it went like this. If you're going to run the pre-show, you're going to have to log in to our repeater because your repeater does not connect 15 minutes early. It connects on the 30-minute mark. So you can either do it on EchoLink, and then I threw up in my mouth a little bit, or you can get an Allstar Node. And I was like, I couldn't twist the throttle hard enough to get down that pipe. So anyway, for simplicity, the node that Dustin's got is it offers a lot of capabilities that most newfangled fancy radios have. And for me personally, I've got a 510DM that does all that digital stuff that I don't care about. If you want simple horsepower, no turbos or superchargers, just your basic Pi Zero will get you done. Some people kind of poke at it for not having a Ethernet port on it, but it comes with an Ethernet port with a USB micro connection on it, which is pretty lame. But as long as you got Wi-Fi and you set that thing up to jump on, as soon as you plug it in, it gets everything figured out. So there's really nothing to worry about. If she's blinking and talking, you're talking.
And that would be a Pi 02, 02W. That's important. I don't know if they even sell the original Pi Zeros, but they don't have enough horsepower to run Allstar. The 02 has the same processor as a Pi 3B Plus.
Information there, and I'm going to go back to the Pis there. I love my Pi 3Bs. I'm actually three of my four Allstar nodes are running Pi 3Bs. Then my other MMDVM, the high-powered one, is running a Pi 3B, and then I think the original MMDVM hotspot runs a Pi 0, but a very old one. But I like my Pi 3Bs. You can get them fairly cheap off of eBay, and cases are cheap, and yeah, putting together the Allstar node is super easy. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. 88 EPC. Back over to Matt. Take it away.
Thanks, Dustin. I did a lot of reading on that, and I saw that Raspberry Pi is usually the way to go. And I used to have an original Raspberry Pi, but it died, so I was looking at the 3B, so I think I'm also going to get one of those. But yeah, man, I'm good, with the Allstar, but then I know me. I'm going to get curious. I'm going to want to do DMR. I'm going to do, Echo Stink, and then probably Fusion, and like I said, maybe down the road later on, some P25 stuff, and I know because I just got this thing where I got to keep playing with stuff. So, but yeah, eventually that's what I want to do. And can all that stuff be loaded at the same time on one node, or do I need a node for every different mode? Back to you.
Let me pick it up here and make sure I've got it real fast. So, Matt, I think there are certain ones that have all of that stuff all bundled up in one. I know there are, as a matter of fact. I think the Clear Node does all of that, but I'm not totally sure. I know in my case, I'm running a separate Allstar node, and it just runs Allstar, but that will run Allstar and EchoLink. And then my MMDVM, it will run P25 and DMR and D-Star and Yaesu Systems Fusion and M17 and a couple other digital modes. Basically, it'll run all the digital modes if I've got the radios. And the only ones I really messed with that I really like are D-Star is my favorite. I have DMR. I don't really like it. I think it sounds kind of tinny, and I think it's kind of a pain for what it is. Not great for ham use, great for what it was designed for. P25 I haven't played with, but I do have a radio sitting over here. Same with NXDN. I don't know, man. There's so many different digital modes and so many people doing them. That's why I like Allstar, because anybody can do it, because it's analog to analog just with an internet connection. So I hope that answers your question. I'm going to turn it back to you, I think, Matt, and then maybe it goes to Ryan. Take it away.
Right on. That's cool. Well, thanks, man. That was good information to know, because you just answered a whole bunch of questions I had. Thanks, Dustin. Appreciate it. And Ryan, I'm handing it off to you, brother. You're up.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, Dustin killed it. He answered. As your attorney, I advise you to buy a Clear Node, so it does all those things you want to do, and so on. I was going to say, if you want to keep it simple and get the Allstar image on an SD card, you can also do that, which I did from kidsforhams.com. That's the number 4 in there, Kids for Hams. They sent the whole shebang, so I'm super tickled with them, and probably, I don't know if it's a welcome opinion, but those guys are fantastic. If you have a problem, they're like, cool, here's a Zoom link. Jump on a call with me real quick. Bang! And you're talking to somebody in no time, or you can schedule it for tomorrow or whatever. They're just super to deal with.
That's my experience. I'm mostly an idiot who likes to go fishing or, bow hunting, and this does not come as first nature for me. So rag chewing and talking smack on the radio is right up my alley. But they paved the highway for me, and here I am talking to you guys from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and making friends all over the place. So I couldn't be more happy.
Yeah, roger that. I used to do signals intelligence when I was in the Army. That's what I started out as. So, I love playing with radios, man. That's always been my thing. Even when I was a kid, my grandpa had his extra ticket, and he used to show me stuff all the time. And man, I loved it. I got hooked, and so now this is what I want to do. So all right, the 9 station man. I didn't catch your name, so I'll send it to you.
Name here is Bill, Bravo, India, Lima, Lima. And if you like to tinker, I wouldn't waste your money on a clear node. I mean, I've seen them. They're pretty cool. He does set it all up for you. But an Allstar node, any Allstar node will do all the things you just mentioned. If you want to do DMR, I don't know why you would want to do DMR, but if that's your thing, hey, good for you. I just don't like the way it sounds. The EchoLink is pretty much a no-brainer. What I've done here is I've got a Raspberry Pi. It's on a 3B+. It's just a hub. There's no radio hooked up to it, nothing. It's got EchoLink on it. It's a connection point. That's all I use it for. So when I travel, you can have trouble you have to open a port in your router to take inbound connections. So if you're at a hotel, obviously you don't have any control over their router or your cell phone. They run double NAT, so you cannot take inbound connections. So what I do is I have everybody hook up to my hub. I hook up to my hub. That solves that problem. And I've got nodes that are hooked up to 50-watt radios. I don't run them at 50 watts on external, an actual Kenwood ham radio. That'll get out for 20 miles. So I basically got my own Allstar repeater. If I'm out in the car, I can just hit that node RF-wise and still be on. So if I'm just taking a short trip into town, it's kind of convenient. I mean, there's just so much you can do with this. It's almost limitless, and it works great. And NRES.
Right on, Bill. Just a real quick question. So how do you connect? Is it RF, or do you do Wi-Fi, LAN, Bluetooth? How do you hook up or connect to it, I mean?
Well, my around town node, I got a radio in my car. So I've got a radio here tuned to a simplex frequency, so I talk to that radio, then it goes out via Allstar to whoever I'm connected to. So like I said, it acts like I've got a Raspberry Pi mounted in the car and a radio mounted in the trunk for Allstar. I just haven't finished it, but like I said, if I'm going to run to town, I just turn on that radio. I don't let that node, the node runs 24/7. The radio does not. I just turn the radio on when I need it. Right now I've got 3 nodes connected here. I'm not even using a radio right now. I'm using a radioless node.
Right on, man. Very cool. Thank you, sir. That answered some questions right there. Dustin, you out there? Because I think I'm going to be turning to you, man, since we're in pretty close proximity to each other. I'm probably
lean on you for some help.
Well, Matt, I know a thing or three about Allstar, so I could help you a little bit. Worst case, if I can't help you, our technical director, Jason, NADI, he's one of the guys that wrote the Allstar program, ASL 3.0. So if you can't figure it out and I can't figure it out and nobody else can figure it out, that's who can figure it out for us. But like I said, I set up this node that I'm talking to you on right now. It took me an hour or less. The longest part was waiting to write the Allstar image onto the SD card. After that, it was just a matter of coming in and tweaking a couple of audio settings, changing some things, and here we are. Like I said, you hardly need to know any code. The only line of code that I even used the entire night was sudo ASL menu. That was literally the only piece of code that I used in the entire time. So really easy. You can do it. I'm running it. I think I paid $65 for this node. So the node, the Pi, and the case, I was only out like $100 for the whole node. So not bad at all. If I can do it, you can do it, because I can hardly operate a computer. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. KD80PC, and I second that gentleman there. DMR is horrible. I hate DMR. I have several radios that'll do it, but it's my least favorite digital mode. Ryan, take it away. KJ5MCV. Yeah, I got it right. From KD80PC, take it.
KD80PC, KJ5MCV. I appreciate the candle, but I don't have a whole lot for this conversation. You guys are running away without me. But I couldn't agree more. System fusion and those digital modes are like, do you like robots? I don't like robots. Not as much as some folks do. It's out there. There's a lot of people doing it. And then the, what do they call that? The other digital mode, you can jump on and talk to other robots. I can't think of it. That's how much I don't like it. Yeah, anyway. I was talking to my dad recently, and I'm like, Dad, you got to get on this Allstar Node thing. Actually, you don't, because I have one, and I should be able to link to you from anywhere. So Dad and I chat quite a bit. He's my Elmer to a certain degree. He's kind of an old school guy. He's pretty cool. You might like him. But he's a big fan of simplex. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's the art of talking to each other on radios. He likes that quite a bit. So I tried to like it quite a bit, but anyways, it doesn't work as good as it could. We tend to talk to each other when I'm traveling on local repeaters, and we've impressively gotten, a long ways away while still chatting. We've got a Superlink system here in the Tulsa area where I can just jump from repeater to repeater, and he just stays on the same frequency, and he can hear me talking, and I'll just move from town to town as I get out of here. But this Allstar Node is so cool. I even bought an 891 thinking I might be able to talk to him from wherever, and that didn't work out. But that was my youthful zeal and foolishness taking me on a ride. I do love the machine, but man, that static just bugs me. I don't know why. The Allstar Node's the way to go. If you want to talk to your dad a long ways away, get you an Allstar Node. Talk on a local repeater. That's what I'm doing. So that's all I got for you guys. I will turn it back to whoever. You guys lock horns and see who's in there. KJ5MCV.
Now, let me see if I got it.
W8WK1.
That's kind of where I came from. We have, I'm in northern Illinois, about 60 miles northwest of Chicago. But most of the guys here do simplex. So, and I was moving to Arizona. I wanted to be able to talk to my buds after I moved to Arizona on simplex, and Allstar was the answer. But even if I travel anywhere I go, as long as I've got a node that just sits in an ammo can. There's a Yaesu FT70D in there, so I can talk to the node. A Bio-NO battery. It's all in one box. I can just pick it up, walk out the door, and go anywhere, and deploy an Allstar node anywhere I go. I turn on my simplex node here at home, connect into my hub, and I can talk to those guys from anywhere in the world, just like I was sitting in my shack.
I've got a question. As I witnessed some of that action here recently on the it was the Simplex net, the Tulsa, Oklahoma Simplex net that Ray K5 CFY runs here locally, and Shannon, Real Big Guns, tuned into the Simplex net, and I was like, how did you do that? So somebody explain that to me. It sounds like he has a Simplex node too, but dude, how does a guy coming home from Hamvention check into the Simplex net in Tulsa? How did that work? Was he doing like a crossband repeat to another radio or what? I'm confused, intrigued, and I hate him at the same time.
Well, there's got to be a hub or a node somewhere in Tulsa that he could connect to. Like I said, I can go anywhere in the world and connect up to my hub at home, and then I have another node that's hooked up to a Kenwood 708A that's hooked up to an antenna. I run it at about 10 watts. So I could go anywhere and talk simplex within the same range as if I was at home, because the same radio is sitting in my shack at home. So I connect to the hub. That's 502.690. The other node is 502.692. That's hooked up to a mobile rig on an antenna 35 feet in the air. I hook up to the hub. The hub is hooked up to the other node. Boom. It's just like I'm talking on the radio at home, but I can be anywhere.
He hit the nail on the head with that. Let me make sure I've got it there real quick.
Yeah, that sounds like what Shannon was doing. He's kind of the local Allstar Node pimp around here. He's got some cool toys. So, anyway, I'll turn it back to, let's see, Dustin is in there. KD8EPC. What's up, brother?
All right there, Ryan. Well, I was trying to give you the bigger explanation, but I unkeyed and you were talking, so there you go. But he was coming in through Jairus' high-powered node, just like the gentleman was saying there. Jairus has a radio. I think it's a Yaesu that it's plugged into an Allstar node, just like the little Allstar nodes we have. It's plugged into a Raspberry Pi and a sound card, and just like you said, it's just a simplex node, but it's high-powered. It's on its regular antenna instead of being like just a few milliwatts or whatever and running in your house. I have a couple of those. I've got VHF one and a UHF one running Motorola CDM 750s. So, yeah, I used to run it all the time, but I lost my spot, so that one sits on a shelf until I find a new home for it. So, yeah, that's how that was working. They were coming in through Jairus' radio just on the simplex net, just like if you were talking there. So, there you go. Let's see. Let's turn it back to Matt. I haven't heard him in a while. Take it away, KD8EPC. Over to you.
KD8EPC, KFHGGM. Yeah, thanks. No, I'm just sitting here soaking it in. You guys are giving me some really good information, and I'm grateful for it, because this is going to help out when I get all set up. I love listening to guys with experience. I learn a lot, and I really appreciate it. So yeah, man, I'm just happy to be sitting here listening. I'll turn it back to you, Dustin.
Oh, boy. Well, that's all I had on this subject there, Matt. I appreciate it. I think the other gentleman said his name was Bill. Take it away there, because that's all I had on this subject.
Yeah, the only other thing you need to consider is when somebody else is talking, your radio's actually transmitting. It's backwards. You would say, okay, I'm talking, your radio is receiving. But when you have nodes hooked up the way that I do, I mean, really, to tell anybody does it, anybody that's talking, my node radio at home is transmitting, so I don't run it at 50 watts. If you have somebody connect up to a net that lasts for 2 hours, your radio's going to be keyed up for a couple of hours. So you don't really want that, So there's things you got to watch, but, I mean, like I said, when you start thinking out of the box and if you get into it, look, I'll give you another tip here. Don't get one node number. Get two. Get at least two. Because then your node numbers will never change. You'll have an NNX node number, which will be 6 digits long. If you just get one, it's going to be a 5-digit number. And if you ever decide to get another node, and you will, then you're going to have to redo that first node and add the 0 to it.
That is great advice.
Yeah, wow. That is also good to know. Thanks, Bill. I'm taking all kind of notes, man. So I'll definitely do that. So I'm guessing when I go to apply for my node number, I can ask for 2 in the same request.
It's been about 6 years since I did it. But yeah, I'm guessing you can. I asked for 5. I've got 10 node numbers now, and I could have 10 nodes together here by tomorrow afternoon. I don't know. I've got 3 running right now. Like I said, one is just for if I want to pick up and go somewhere. Like I said, I have everything I need, including a power source for that node, and that's like a 12 amp hour, not milliamp, 12 amp hour Bio-Eno battery. I could run that node for days, probably a month, all in an ammo can. I just pick it up and go. My email address is my call sign, N9RES@proton.me. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I mean, I'm no guru, but I got some experience. I mean, I've been running, actually this node that I'm talking on, my hub node has been running for 51 days straight because I had a power outage due to a storm, and I don't know why my battery, I didn't have it hooked up in the right place. I thought it was battery backed up, but it wasn't. But it's been running for 51 days and 19 hours. I've had 140,000 key ups, and it's been transmitting for 32 days and 19 hours out of those 51 days. So my nodes get used.
W8WKY.
Oh, man, that's cool. Bill, do me a favor. My ears are bad. Can you slowly run your call sign by me again, please? I got the Proton at ME. I just didn't catch your call sign. So if you would, please, one more time.
No problem at all. It's November 9, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, N9RES.
All right, good copy. November 9, Romeo, Echo, Sierra at proton.me. Bill, man, you've been a wealth of information. I seriously appreciate the email address, and I know I'm going to probably be hitting you up with some questions in the near future. Thanks again, man. I really appreciate this. KF8GGM, back to you.
Yeah, it's not a problem at all, man. You know, if I can answer your question, I definitely will. Like I said, I've got 3 nodes here. Actually, it's 4 nodes that I'm putting together for a guy in Milwaukee. So I've done this a few times. Like I said, I don't know everything, but I know how to set up the DTMF audio levels. There's some other little things that guys may not think about. If you have nodes that are on the same internal LAN, you know, your local network, you got to tell those nodes about it. But again, it's not real difficult, and I can walk you through that. Actually, if you tell me what the IP addresses of your nodes are, your local IP addresses, I could write the code. You could copy and paste it in.
Roger that. Well, Bill, you've been a wealth of information, and man, I'm glad you jumped on here, man. And thanks again. It's good to get to know you, man. And like I said, I'm definitely gonna be hitting you up on email. Also, my email address is my call sign KF8GGM@gmail.com. Kilo Foxtrot 8 Golf Mike @gmail.com. And again, my name is Matt Mike Alpha Tango Tango.
I had to grab a pen. I'm actually laying in bed watching TV. I got nodes everywhere. I have different nodes for different jobs. So that was KE8, was it?
Negative. I'll say again. KF8GGM. Kilo Foxtrot 8 Golf Mike @gmail.com. Good copy?
Got it. Kilo Foxtrot 8 Golf Mike @gmail.
Roger that. That's me. So once again, Bill, thank you so much for jumping in here and helping out with all your info. Man, that was great. I really appreciate it.
You know, I try to promote Allstar whenever I can because I think it's a great, you know, like I said, I've got DMR radios here. I've got, you know, 2 FT70Ds that do, you know, fusion. I've got an FTM 500. I've actually got the HRI 200 and a server set up. It's where I can run my own Wires X server. I don't use any of that. Once you get into Allstar, why would you bother? Why would you talk to C-3PO from Star Wars when you can have audio quality that's as good as a phone?
Yeah, right on. You know, why settle for skirt steak when you can have filet mignon? That's the way I look at it.
All right, guys, I don't want to monopolize it. I'll let you get back at it, and if you hit me up, man, I'll help you out however I can. And NRES.
Well, Bill, I'll say thanks for stopping in there. Appreciate you coming out and giving us some All-Star advice. I love my nodes. I've got 3 running currently and 1 offline, but yeah, the more the merrier, and I'm thinking about setting up a hub here one of these days. So appreciate that, and Matt, great to hear you, and Ryan, if you're still listening too. But I'm going to call it a night, guys. It's almost midnight, and I I've got a parade to attend in the morning, so I'm going to say 73 and I'll listen out there. This is KD80PC, and I'm going to turn it over to Ryan, KJ5MCV. If you're still there, take it away.
All right, KD80PC, this is Ryan, KJ5MCV, wishing you a good night. Mama just handed me a bowl full of yum-yums, so I've been fishing all day and then joined Radio Land kind of in the evening here, so it's not midnight, it's almost 11 here in Oklahoma, so not as late as you are, but I think I will take my leave now, and it has been super chatting with you guys, and hope we can do it again soon. I'll turn it back over to you, Matt, and virtual high five to all you guys. Thank you so much, and great chatting with you. This is Ryan, KJ5MCV, and I'm clear.
Okay, thanks, Ryan. Hey, man, it was good talking to you. What you had to say, again, I took copious notes. So everything everybody said got written down because, man, my memory is not what it used to be. And if I don't write it down, it's gone. But I want to thank everybody for all their info and their willingness to share. You guys are awesome. KF8 GGM, I am clear.